Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to any new viewers. This is a reading for Cancer. My beautiful Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cancer. This is your mid-month check-in. So let's see what's going on for you for the rest of the month. It is definitely a general reading, so it's just whatever themes come through, whether that be to do with, love, relationships, whether that's career, work, hobbies, whether it's finances, money, home situation or environment, anything, any message that really comes through, we're going to go with. So Cancer, we're going to get your overall energy, the energy of the person, people, situations surrounding you at the moment or that you're dealing with, overall outcome, words of advice for those who need it. Of course, if you enjoy the reading, don't forget to hit that like button, consider subscribing as well. I really, really appreciate it. Of course, it helps the channel grow and it means that I can devote more time to these videos for you. All right, let's get a few more here for the main spread. Cancer, what's going on with you? Ooh. Now, we've got the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck as well. Just pull out a couple more and then we'll get right into it. What else does Cancer need to know for the rest of the month? Oh, beautiful. We have the Sun energy. We have both celestial bodies here. We've got the Sun and we have the Moon. Get into what that means in a moment. And we have step into your power. I love that. First quarter moon in Aries. Okay, so Cancer, what do we have here? You are really, really, really wanting to communicate with someone so much. You're wanting to really express your feelings. You're a little bit concerned for some reason. I don't know if it's that you've tried to make contact or tried to get a message across to someone in the past and you just weren't sure if they reciprocated. You weren't sure how they took it, how they felt. And so it kind of made you withdraw a little bit or pull back a little bit because maybe you had feelings there. This person who you were trying to communicate with didn't, or at least that's how it felt or how it seemed at the time. But something's changing here. Something's ramping up. And I can see very much that there's going to be some communication coming in. There's going to be a lot of quick communication coming in, lots of messages. What's really interesting is that you're still going to feel a little bit unsure. You're still going to hold back a little bit. You're still very much looking within to see what you're feeling about this, okay? So I'm getting the sense that something has happened here and that's what's made you withdraw a little bit. It's like you're going within to find some of these answers, right? But if you reach out to someone, the chances are you are going to get a response and a very quick response, but this may also be, again, unsolicited by you. You may not say anything to this person and all of a sudden these messages are coming in. This has a feeling of a mix of like divine feminine, divine masculine energy coming together. So one of you is embodying the very female or very feminine, traditional kind of energies, and the other person is embodying very traditional masculine energies, like yin and yang. And sometimes, again, it doesn't matter like who's who, it doesn't matter which, gender. It's the kind of traits that are embodied. There's a polarity here. So you're very different in a lot of ways to this person and they're very different to you. You're also feeling like opposites attract though. This is the thing. It's like this magnetism that's happening between you and this person. And you have felt it, and believe me, they have felt it as well. Some things have gotten in the way, right? In the past, some things have gotten in the way. And when I look at the energy around you, I see very much someone who is contemplating, someone who is thinking a lot about what their next move will be. And it's really interesting in this deck because we do have, again, this sense of polarity here, which doesn't often come up in this card, which is the Seven of Coins. Seven of Coins is all about really taking a break, taking a pause, thinking about what to do next, looking at what you've worked hard towards so far, wondering whether or not you should continue investing or whether you should do something else. So it's really taking a little bit of a pause to ponder what to do next. The interesting thing here is that this person may actually be trying to think about two different desires within themselves. They're thinking about two different things, two different paths they could take, two different things they want to do. And there's a little bit of a fight between what they want, what they desire in the moment, and what they actually want longer term, which may not be what they desire right now. So that's really interesting. They're thinking a lot about that. This person is also reminiscing a lot and thinking a lot about you. They're thinking a lot about things that have happened in the past between the two of you, conversations that you've had, whether that be some, very small things or very big and deep and meaningful things. Either way, they're looking back with very fond memories. There could also be a sense, if the connection is quite new, that you're reminding them of something from their past, their childhood. You're reminding them of this feeling of kind of home, actually. I'm getting this sense of home. Again, we do have the moon energy here on your side. So this is like that homely feeling, something that is reminding them of something very familiar from the past. Children energy in this card, so it could be something to do with children around you as well, or between the two of you. That's not going to be for everyone. Very, very interesting here. But there's a deep desire I see burning within this person, and they're trying to figure out what to do. But again, one thing's for sure, there's going to be communication very, very soon. Knight of Coins, very interesting, and Five of Cups. There's something to do with different speed. Someone's very slow to make an offer. Someone is very, really, really takes their time to get into anything serious. That kind of makes sense because, again, Seven of Coins, this is someone who's taking their time to decide, to make a decision, to think about things. They're analyzing things. They're not someone who's essentially going to rush in. They may rush in with the communication and the messages, but not with the actual steps they take. However, there is something genuine here, okay? There really is. But with this disappointment here of the Five of Cups, it's almost like saying, well, is it like too little and too late? I wanted more than this, and I wanted it to come through a while ago, not now. What's the deal here? And there's also a sense of, it's emotional. It's feeling emotional when you two communicate or come together, because I don't know, it just can't help but stir up these emotions within not just you, but also them. So there's an interesting connection here, and there's an interesting history. But I do feel like there has been some hurt, some past sensitivity or hurt feelings. It's very interesting. And again, it may not even have come from something extremely bad. It's just that the way it happened, it caused misunderstandings and hurt feelings. There's potential to make it right, though. There is potential to make it right. When we look at the Five of Cups, and I want you to see there's moon energy here too. There's moon energy here. It's about someone being a little bit in the dark, not seeing the situation very clearly for what it is, and focusing a lot on the negative rather than the two cups that are still there. So there's optimism and hope here for the future. And when we see the Knight of Coins in particular, even though it's very slow moving, this is a genuine thing. All right, it's a genuine thing, and it's someone who thinks a lot about the future and what that holds, and doesn't want to rush into a decision that's not going to serve them well for the future. Clarity is coming, okay? So we've got the sun here, and whenever we have the sun in a reading, it sheds light on something. It sheds light on the situation. It brightens up the situation as well. It's positive. We are looking towards a positive future here, believe it or not. The potential is there. The choice is always yours, because we have free will and we have freedom to choose what we do. But there is a bright future that's very, very possible here. So it just depends on how receptive you are, how receptive they are, the communication and the situation moving forward. But again, it has a lot of potential. We've got step into your power. This is a challenge, okay? This is a challenging situation, and it is going to require some assertiveness, some confidence. Don't be afraid to say what you want. There's a sense that you have held back in the past. You've really held back. There's things that you've wanted to say. There's emotions that you've been feeling. You have not let it out. That can be unhealthy. That can even cause, physical problems sometimes. It can make us literally feel sick. It can even give us sore neck muscles. It can make our, it can give us aches and pains in different areas of our body. It can give us headaches. So holding things in is not healthy. Being assertive and letting loose and letting things out and saying things, it doesn't mean you have to say it in an aggressive way or a rude way or anything like that. It just means that it's time to start communicating, and the communication, as I said, is going to happen. So I think you'll be pleased, and you'll actually feel a sense of relief when you actually say what's on your mind. And you may be very surprised as to how this person actually responds to that. They may not respond in a way that you were expecting. It may be a lot better. It may be a lot more positive than what you were expecting, because again, we've got the presence of the sun here, and it's showing a big change from this dark sort of melancholic situation into a more positive place. So I love that. Yeah, there's a sense here that your idea of someone kind of came to an end. It could have been kind of putting someone on a pedestal almost, or having a very idealized view of a person. And unfortunately, that wasn't the case. And so there were hurt feelings, but not necessarily because someone deliberately did something bad or wrong. And this is why the situation is complicated. Definitely a turning point. There had to be an ending. Someone may have had a lot of choices. I'm not going to lie. Someone may have had a lot of people around them, and maybe were dating multiple people, or were just not interested in taking anything seriously. It's possible. It's possible. But when you look back, was this person hiding that fact? Or was someone else just having a different view of them that wasn't accurate, and therefore got disappointed? And maybe someone didn't properly communicate their feelings, and again, things were not said, and so there were misunderstandings. And again, no one was trying to deliberately upset anyone else. It just happened through lack of communication and misunderstanding. That whole situation is changing, and there's a way forward. And there's a way forward with a lot of truth and a lot of honest conversations as well. This is what I like about this. Things are going to get more blunt, direct, honest, without too many hidden meanings. So if that's the future that you want in this situation, it's very possible. And again, the response you get, the outcome of these discussions and these conversations is looking like it's going to be very positive. I'm going to leave it there. Cancer, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope to see you all tune in to the next video.